In my house. I need to take this front number off and get a replacement. It's just disgusting. Oh, okay, that's better. Where? Oh, Krishna, 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 Hare Hare Rama, Hare Rama, 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 Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, 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 Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Bol. Hey, what's up? Oh, yeah, it's pretty open. I just had to take it off because it wasn't creating good quality. What's up? Long time no see, no talk, no read. Oh, I've been reading. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. I'm in Hawaii and doing service. Headed to the Islam temple right now, and I'm gonna head to the Buddhist temple, and then I'm going to head to a church and receive blessings. I know life goes by, but uh, just reading. Um, no, but right now I'm reading the Bible, and I'm reading that myself. So if you wanna read it with me, go creative book club, then let's see it. Hey, if you're new to the channel, subscribe. Hey, what's up? I hope you're subscribed. What is up? What is up? Hello, and yeah, that's really all that I know right now. And we are stuck in traffic. Da, 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 da. What's up, everyone? Yeah, when the time comes when there's like 1,000 people here, just be like, let's go. Shadow Script 19, is creating YouTube content your primary profession, or is it merely for leisure? Um, I think YouTube is interesting. I I believe it's a profession, but whatever you do really takes you getting out of your own way. So, there's this professional, this billionaire. His name is Alex. I'm pretty sure everyone knows him. He's growing and growing. He's like my brother. And he, mentioned that when you want to invest in something, you suffer. So yeah, creating videos in a way can be very tiresome, but yeah, it brings a lot of reward. So thanks for asking that question. Well, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Ram Hare. Ah, the power of the Maha Mantra. Let's go. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hare. Hey, philosophy. I hope you're subscribed. I love your name. Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare, Hare Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. So philosophy. Wait, everyone. Oh, okay. Um, sorrow. Betsy Soup. Character gained significant traction through living streaming on YouTube and social media, eventually amazing millions of views. Her content often with satire, social commentary. Thank you for that information, that knowledge. Betsy Sue. I'm gonna manifest that I'm Betsy Sue. And this channel is gonna have thousands of people in this live and subscribe. Haribo, Haribo. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna Hare, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama. We're in Hawaii. Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Where's everyone? Where's everyone right now? Where are you from? Who's new here? Oh, 3,000 of you. What is happening? What is up? So prasadam is holy sanctified food that is served by the Lord and by the deities. Spiritual costume. You guessed it. Aha. Haribol. And Maha Mantra is also a costume. If you have not chanted this mantra, then hey, you're not elevating. You're not even existing. What are you doing? I hope you subscribe, son. My son. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare 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 Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Ram, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Rama Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. This is not a true. So funny. Hare Krishna. Strip off the guard and oh, and do proper medicine. Thanks so much. I appreciate your advice. And I'm actually headed to the Buddhist temple right now to meditate, and I'm headed to the Hindu temple just to keep service. So I will remove myself of this garb. Thanks so much. Of this illusion. Uh, you should follow my Instagram. My Instagram is underscore goddess underscore mode. And I don't use this for um attention or attraction. I use it for Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Jai. And since I'm headed to the temple, it means I have to cover up even more. Even more. Krishna, oh Krishna, Krishna Hare 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 Ram, Hare Rama, Rama Rama Hare Hare. Which is nice to take a little break from. Okay, I am at the temple now. But again, I'm gonna take time to read back. I am at the temple. Spiritual practice isn't about devotion, it's about awareness. That's your opinion. Um, awesome. So, I'm here at the temple. I'm going to offer my service as a devotee of Krishna. So, I think devotion is awareness. I think whenever the mind tries to create separation, it's only illusion. So, how can you see that they are the same? If you devote yourself to yourself, isn't that awareness? This is what you've been taught. Sunlight. Devotion to oneself is devotion to awareness of the higher self and of the lower self. Devotion to me is Dharma and the practice of Dharma and upholding Dharma in the world of darkness. In Kali, I'm offering these words of support. They are meant not they are meant to trigger. Oh, I know. Jai Shri Krishna. Yeah, I move with higher intelligence, but I also know nothing because that's duality. Yeah, Hare. Also, I want to start studying this wonderful sacred text, the Bible. Haven't ever read it or cracked into it, and now is the time. Ah, even though it's saying I'm not something to kiss. Yeah, we do appreciate higher knowledge. Sunlight. I know my stuff. I watch TikTok. I wait, I don't watch TikTok lives. I follow where the energy sends me. It sent me here now. Well, welcome. I think this is the realm of Krishna. And the Supreme Master is the one that owns this channel. So if you want to crack open a Bhagavad Gita with me, then I have it right here. This is the Bhagavad Gita. And I live in the ashram. You want to see, I lived in this ashram right in front of me. Hello, Revelations. Thanks for being here. This is ISKCON Hawaii. I lived in ISKCON Hawaii for, I can say, 6 months. Oh, hello. So this is ISKCON Hawaii, and ISKCON Hawaii has served me a lot when it comes to Dharma and comes to uplifting Dharma and holding Dharma and being overall devoted to Krishna, but becoming a better person over time. Over there is Krishna, a little image of him. But this is where I lived for 6 months, and I come back every single day to do service because Krishna truly loves devotional service. That's how you obtain his knowledge and his wisdom. That's a chakra, and there's a chakra up there. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe to Krishna and higher knowledge. So this is like a ashram, but it's a very, I guess, fancy upgraded version because it's Hawaii, so it's not India, but it's something. But Bhagavad Gita, it's not even of this world, and you can tell by just staring at it. So amazing. So amazing. Okay, I'm back. You were right. Um, but I was reading your comments on night, and it says the source of your wisdom is in those spots of insecurity and vulnerability. There's true beauty in your eyes when that flickers in. Yeah, insecurity is attachment, and attachment to this physical form and what I see outside of myself is only pure illusion. So when you're able to go inwards, that is the most highest truth that you will ever know. So you can dress up this character, but in the Bhagavad Gita, and ISKCON, we mention every day dressing up this character, dressing up, like a dead body, where we're not this body, we're not this mind, and in order to retain higher knowledge, it will be through this book, but it's through other books as well. But this one right here is the one that you need. So I want to read a page of this text. Can you feel the transcendental coming off the page? The transcendental rays? Immediately, it cleanses you of all karma. So, the one that I'm on right now is chapter 10, text 36, and um, it's backwards. It says, Dutam chela yatam asmi tejas te ja vinam aham jayo asmi Vaya Vasayo, Smi Sadvam Sadva Vatam Maham. I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid, I am the splendor. I am victory. I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. There are many kinds of cheaters all over the universe. Of all cheating processes, gambling stands supreme and therefore represents Krishna. As the supreme, Krishna can be more deceitful than any mere man. If Krishna chooses to deceive a person, no one can surpass him in his deceit. His greatness is not simply one-sided, it is all-sided. Among the victorious, he is victory. He is the splendor of the splendid. He, among enterprising industrialists, he is the most among the strong. He is the strongest. When Krishna was present on earth, no one could surpass him in strength. Even in his childhood, he lifted Govardhan Hill. No one can surpass him in cheating. No one can surpass him in splendor. No one can surpass him in victory. No one can surpass him in enterprise. No one can surpass him in strength. Sunlight wrote, I read the book and the teachings. Reciting the book is to lead you to the path. Spiritual growth happens when you no longer need the book. You are the book. You hold the insight. I I I see that comes with a bit of ignorance. I used to say that as well, but if I have to go back to the book to pick up his energy and to break past the ego, which is something that we have to do every single day since we are in Maya, then we aren't the book. I think life comes with a lot of humbleness. And I am consciousness, of course, says that I am everything, and I am this book, of course. But again, I'm not. So I'm humble enough to open the book because then again, it's just a book. So yeah, I actually don't want to get there. I'm humble enough to open this book because it's a book. I think there's beauty in knowing that. It's like watching your favorite movie over and over again. Why not? Why not open this? I was just thinking about this earlier today in regards to the Bible, being the words. I am I'm gonna go to the next one. As I said, you're using it as a security blanket. Thank you. Please allow me to use it as a security blanket and I allow you to be you. Isn't that beautiful that I am me and you are you? I find that very beautiful. Of the descendants of Vicini, I am Vasudeva. Have you heard these words before? And the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyasa. And among great thinkers, I am Usana. Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Vasudeva is the immediate expansion of Krishna. Both Lord Krishna and Baladeva appears as the sons of Vasudeva. Among the sons of Pandu, Arjuna is famous in the alliance. So what you don't know is Krishna. He has another name. Is Keshava. Keshava is the God of the senses. He cleanses the senses of all karma. When you read this book and when you hear it from a true devotee, it cleanses your senses from all disturbance of Kali Yuga. We live in a material energy that is very thin. The veil is very thin if you don't know what Maya is. Maya is the illusionary energy of Krishna. When you read Krishna's text and you devote yourself to Krishna, he protects your senses, your eyes, your nose, your mouth, your ears, your genitals, and all your senses from being contaminated from this contaminated material world. I open the Bhagavad Gita because he protects me and he cleanses my senses and he allows me to constantly elevate on my devotional process and being a devotee to him. So continue listening to the Bhagavad Gita with confidence and with humbleness and with purity, which means you're not listening to receive reward, but you're listening, what is the word? With surrenderance, with it starts with an S. But if you can replay the live, do it. See if you can view the amount of spiritual superiority you are trying to show reading a book to someone who is telling you that has lived in ashrams for years. You're not God. I think you're trying to make yourself sound like a God, but you're not. So, as I humble myself, let's all be humble together. We are nothing. Vyasa is the greatest because he explained Vedic knowledge in many different ways for the understanding of the common mass of people in this age of Kali. And Vyasa is also known as the incarnation of Krishna. Therefore, Vyasa also represents Krishna. Kavis are those who are capable of thinking there thoroughly on any subject matter. Among the Kavas, Usana was the spiritual master of the demons. He was extremely intelligent, far seeing, political, and spiritual in every way. Thus, Usana is another representation of the opulence of Krishna. Jai Shri Krishna. Okay, so the opulence of the Absolute. Among punishments, I am the rod of chastisement, and of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of secret things, I am silence, and of the wise, I am wisdom. There are many suppressing agents, of which the most important are those that cut down the miscreants. When miscreants are punished, the rod of chastisement represents Krishna. Among those who are trying to be victorious in some field of activity, the most victorious element is morality. Among the confidential activities of hearing, thinking, and meditating, silence is the most important because by silence, one can make progress very quickly. Thus, the wise man is he who can discriminate between matter and spirit, between God, superior and inferior natures. Such knowledge is Krishna himself. Jai Shri Krishna. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am generating seed of all existence. There is no being, moving or unmoving, that can exist without me. Everything has a cause, and that cause of seed of manifestation is Krishna. Without Krishna's energy, nothing can exist. Therefore, he is complete, omnipotent. Without his potency, neither the movable nor the unmovable can exist. Whether whatever existence is not founded on the energy of Krishna is called Maya, that which is not. Sun, night. I'm nothing more than a yogi on a spiritual path, following the energy and sharing what growth looks like. You'll see eventually the capacity within you is strong enough. It is always wonderful to come across someone who has to see a spiritual potential within them. I honor that within you. Jai Shri Krishna. I'm very humble. I surrender that to Krishna. This is his. Know that all beautiful, glorious, and mighty creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmented manifestation of Krishna opulences. Whether it be in the spiritual or material world, anything extraordinary opulent should be considered to represent Krishna opulence. I honor you as well. I will say that because I do honor myself. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all the details, knowledge? Within a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe. The Supreme Lord is represented throughout the entire material universe by his entering into all things as a super soul. The Lord here tells Arjuna that there is no point in understanding how things exist in their separate opulence and grandeur. He should know that all things are existing due to Krishna, entering them as super soul from Brahma, the most gigantic entity on down to the smallest ant. All are existing because the Lord has entered each and all and is sustaining them. Worship of demigods is discouraged herein because even the great opulence, like Brahma and Shiva, only represents part of the opulence of the Supreme Lord. He is the origin of everyone born, and no one is greater than him. He is Samatha, which means that no one is superior to him and that no one is equal to him. In the Vishnu mantra, it is said that one considers the Lord Krishna in the same category with demigods, be they are even Brahma or Shiva, because became at once an atheist. If, however, one thoroughly studies the different descriptions of the opulences and expansions of Krishna energy, then one can understand without any doubt the position of Lord Shri Krishna and can fix his mind in worship of Krishna without deviation. The Lord is all pervading by expansion of his partial representation to Super Soul, who enters into everything that is pure. Pure devotees therefore create their minds in Krishna consciousness and for devotional service. Therefore, they are always situated in the transcendental position. Devotional service and worship of Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter in verse 8 to 11. That is the way of pure devotional service. How one can attain the highest devotional perfection of association with the Supreme Personality Godhead has been thoroughly explained in this chapter. Thus, the end of the Bhakti purport of the 10th chapter of Srimad Bhagavad Gita in the matters of opulence of the Absolute. Jai Shri Krishna. So, glad to read that, and I'm going to get out this car because it's hot in Hawaii. Thanks for being here with me. Let's find if we can find a little donation to give to the temple. Not going to stay here for long. Going to head to the Buddhist temple right after and give a donation there. Okay, we have our donation. We can grab it. Okay, it's running. It's running. Okay, we have our donation. Yay. You know, if you can go into any sacred space and donate even just a penny, worth it. Okay. Hari Hari Bol. Trying not to expose too much. Okay. Okay. There we go. I have another flower that we're gonna offer. We're gonna offer this one to Shri Krishna. I offer this for everyone that is currently here. Oh, and I'm also gonna offer this quarter. Krishna.
I'm not responding to my message.
I was, trying to avoid the world.
Avoid what?
The world.
Well, you can't avoid it until you leave this body.
I know.
That's a fact. So what, you want to continue with that car or you want, because this is already fixed. Yeah, white one.
Yeah,
That
sure.
one which you
I can switch.
switch. Okay. So yeah, so I'll just wait for you whenever you're done.
Okay.
Oh, when the car is higher, I'll go home and I'll bring this car in 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah. Spread Krishna. Done. Make this. Farewell. What is up with this? Jai Nishimadev, Jai Nishimadev, Jai Nishimadev, Jai Nishimadev, Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj, Jai Prahlad Maharaj. Jai Shri Krishna, Jai Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadadhar, Shivasari Gaura Bhaktavedanta. Hari Hari Bol.